So I'm in my own land, my own turf of Southwark Park, where I've got an hour to kill, so I'm going to do a lockdown walk here. Yeah, I'm sweet home. This is the cafe gallery. Made a film about them and done lots of reviews of their work and had photos shown in there as part of a big exhibition. Yeah, and I've just done the obituary for Dave Allen, who died, one of the co-founders. The new cafe, lovely thing. The back is all opened up to the lake. But this bit looks out over to the famous oval where I've spent many hours, days, weeks, years playing with mates, getting up some mischief with friends. Because that's the Sealwood over there, the tower blocks. We only had to cross the road and we was in the park. Yeah, the oval. Here's the lake. Lovely boats, but they're only open, I don't know, once, twice a year. And there's the back of the cafe where, you can sit with flowing water going by, always good. That's where, that big blue sky is where Major House used to be a major landmark. Now it's gone, 23 floors just disappeared. You alright, Geezer? Part of me wants them to build another 23-storey building to put back with us. The one that I was kind of grew up with for 60 odd years. Some people are already out getting their tents topped up. Look, they've got to watch out. It's already 30 odd degrees. And get a little bit of time and then get out in the shade. Like those over there. They're practicing their football skills under that tree. A more extensive Edwardian postcard collection is full of Southwark Park postcards from over 100 years ago. And I've got several of this old church, which has been deconsecrated and taken over by Southwark, by the Cafe Gallery, where they have great exhibitions. And it's where Dave Allen's life will be celebrated on Thursday. I'm going to come here for an hour, then go over to its opening. God, it must be years since I've come in this Hawkston Road gate, because I've never seen this. Never. There used to be an house here. Don't know who lived in the house. Yeah. I know there's the old gravel pitch where we used to play on with the school, and there's the new version of it there, Southwark Primary. I went to the old Victorian one. It's where we had our football. So lots of where's the house there? That was the house that was always there. Hidden there, behind trees. That's the pub where I first met my dad, Richie Burkett. Ain't a pub no more, but that was the Duke of Suffolk. This is the back of Lady Gom House. Had some great nights in there at the Lady Gom Club. Disco up the top floor. Driving the workers mad on the ground floor. Yeah, I loved it there. Early 70s. late 60s, early 70s. All these hills have been man-made. Used to just walk into the gate and, you know, you'd be on the oval, all flat. Oh, a bit of landscaping's going on. Again, that's in recent years, because I haven't walked around the oval for the car when Aidan was about 10 and he's 18. Fantastic running pitch. Look at that. Used to be all gravel, this. I think there was 2 pitches. And none of those buildings in the background were here. That's this century, that's 21st century stuff. And this line of trees that goes across the oval is new. But I'm not saying new, they was planted as new, but look at them now. Shows you how long they have been there. This just used to be filled with football pitches and cricket in the summer, hence the oval. This is where we used to play our games, just here. There's a lot more greenery, a lot more landscaping when I was a kid. And the cricket nets. Cricket nets always good to have more sport. Look, they've got a gym there. They need one of them over where I go, Norman Park. There is the China Wall. God, I used to live in there. Loved it. Only lived about 400 steps away. Up at Southwark station, and yeah, loved it. And I know there used to be cherry trees here. I can't remember what ones. Cherry trees, lovely. There's loads of cherry trees in Bermondsey, still got a few left. There was Cherry Garden Street, for fuck's sake. I don't know what cherry trees look like. I only know when there's cherries on them. You can see some of these trees are really old. I wish I could see pictures of the size of these ones when I was a kid and see how they've grown. I wish they had that working again. The fountain. This was like the high point of the Lido when it was here. The cafe gallery was just a cafe. Then they had the fountain, and there, just beyond that greenery that are there now, was the Lido itself. But that's now a swing park. This is one of the trees that my nan used to tell the grandchildren was a fairy tree. You know, can you not see a face in that? That's a face in there, isn't it? So a trip to the park without a trip through the rose garden is unimaginable, as Tommy Pennant would say. Yeah, when I was a kid, there was a sign up, no children unaccompanied can come in. Oh, I'm a grown up now. So we used to get here and look around to see if there was parking. Of course, you used to have parkers in the park then, not just going travelling round. And then we'd run across. And sometimes you go, oh, someone will shout out, you know the park is senior. and he might chase you on his bike. My nan was partly, she was based in the swing park, not kind of patrolling. She was loved by many. See, at the end of these, they used to have little kind of huts with seats where you can sit and look at and smell the flowers. There's a beautiful smell here. Not a lot of colour though. Yeah, that fenced off bit is where they used to have the seats and a bit of shelter from the sun, the rain. Let's have a look at the sundial. Oh yeah, I can see it's 10 to 11. Oh, spot on. This is a wonderful addition, this dolphin. It was actually in the Southwark East shopping centre. But when they wanted to get rid of it, I thought, aye, let's have it here. Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it? Ada, local legend. And Alfred. That's it, we've done a turn of the flower garden without getting caught. One of my other favourite additions to the park are the statues from the old revived town, or caryatids, something like that, proper name for them. But yeah, statues. And that was always part of my growing up, because the old revived town hall was just over in Lower Road, and it got bombed in the war, and all that was left standing was the caryatids, and they was just there forever on a bomb site. And then one day they disappeared, and they was tracked down to the Agate estate, for fuck's sake. Oh, beautiful, isn't they? And then Gary Maygold, he started a campaign to get them back, and they came back maybe 10 years ago to their rightful place in Rotherhithe. So when I used to go to school up near the Angel, Paradise Street, and we lived on Silwood, we'd walk through in the summer. Usually with lots of other Catholic kids. This used to be where the putting was. Great putting in the summer. Little 18-hole thing, nice fun, time killer, a bit of competition, we loved it. Courts have been here forever. We used to play in the 70s. When the pub shut at 3 o'clock, we'd come and play tennis and go back over when they opened. They're a little bit more modern now, and there's more of them. Just built these other, well, not just, They've got these as well. Some table tennis tables. Lots of things to do over there. And the water fountain to commemorate a teetotaler who didn't drink. Well, teetotalers, they don't drink alcohol. There's a clue in the title. But, you know, what else do you want for commemorate a teetotaler's life? And he did campaign against drinking. Campaigned against it, so they built on the water fountain. And oh yeah, this was very handy to get a bit of hydration. I've got postcards of this and all. It's a wonderful thing. That's the postcard I've got. And of course the bandstand. I've got a painting of that. This is where my mum met me dad. We used to have like live music here, still do. And they used to like to go dancing. This is where they met. So in the painting I've got, there they are, there's me mum dancing, and me, I'm in it, lots of family in it and friends. The original was taken in the war to kind of be melted down for planes and bombs, and then with some lottery money they'd done all the park up and had it rebuilt to the old design. This is like a proper replica. And that's it. There's Jamaica Road, and my school was just on the other side of those trees there. Just the church left now. St Peter's and the Guardian Angels. I hated it. Too much church. 3 days a week, learn the Latin Mass, plenty more on Sunday. Fuck that. This, on the other side of this fence, used to be the swing park, the old swing park, from like when it was first built. My name was the Parky, and some of her sisters was the Parky for years. So we'd spend a lot of time there in the school holidays, sitting in her little Parky's hut, and then, you know, all the fun and play we wanted, and in the winter she'd warm something up in her little baby belly, some little mini oven. Yeah. Now I think it's where all the gardeners have got stuff going on. They do tree walks around here, where you can kind of get all the information. I should come and do them one day and know all about them, rather than just have seen them all my life.